think the outdoor education program that we have accomplishes many different things. The educational component of the program allows us to teach classes and allow kids an opportunity to be in activities and learn things that they wouldn't be able to do back at school. We cover a lot of the science and environmental science standards that we don't get to teach back at school, as well as incorporate classes such as square dance and Star Lab that we wouldn't be able to provide back at school as well.
Got upgraded to first class here. Can I have one of the last?
It's pretty amazing to see the changes from the students from Monday when they arrive here at camp to Friday when we're ready to head back to school. They're obviously a little tentative and timid at the beginning of the week, not knowing what the week is going to be about, but as we get into the week, they're just really understanding and enjoying, all of the activities that are out here. Our staff, our teachers, our counselors are an integral part of the success of the program out here. They really get the kids involved, enthusiastic.
Good morning, Happy Campers!
Good morning, Mr. Wren!
It is a beautiful day in our camping neighborhood, and as she was driving on the camp road, she accidentally ran over the camp director's cat. She felt very bad. She went to the camp director and said, "Camp director, I'm sorry I ran over your cat. I'd like to replace your cat." And the camp director said, "Well, that's all good, but how are you at catching mice?" Oh, my God.
Oh, get on over. In morning news, local news. This is so local, you can smell it. What do you do if you find a snake in your toilet? According to the news, you let him finish. You let him finish. That's what you do.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There's a lot of food here, and it's all excellent, if you catch my drift. So when you come in, make sure you don't runny in. And what were you expecting?
Oh, my God! Stop!
Stop taking my yoke!
There is.
I liked it. It was good. Kind of tough, but you'll get the hang of it eventually.
I really enjoy it because it really wakes me up. Like, it gets you moving more than stretching does. So.
It was fun, but it was a little tiring. People kind of like sprinted out in the beginning and like got tired and stuff.
I ran with my friends and everyone was like talking and like laughing with each other, and it made me happy.
It felt good. It felt like I was glad that I finished and that it was fun afterwards.
I was tired, exhausted. Like it felt like I was like I didn't even want to run anymore.
It was tiring, but it felt good once you were done.
Some people like start screaming out your name, telling you to like go and telling you you're doing a good job. So that helps a little.
It was a little hard, but I think that we kept on like pushing through it, and it was worth it in the end.
I walked a lot to get energy, but it was fun.
It kind of woke you up for the rest of the day.
It was really encouraging to have everybody cheering because it made you just feel better about yourself in the end.
It was fun. I was sprinting down the hill, but then as I realized I had gotten to the point where you turn around, I'm like, I need to walk for a bit. So I walked for about 30 seconds and I tried to sprint up past the hill. But overall, I had a good time. I should do this more often.
Once you go down that hill, it's really fast, and then when you come up, it gets tiring. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I made okay. I came in second.
It was kind of fun, but it does hurt, kind of.
I wanted to run, but then my friends didn't want to run till like the end.
This class is allows students to do hands-on learning as far as macroinvertebrates in the stream, as well as watershed quality and determining the overall quality of the stream. Based on what we find here, then the kids can tabulate the health of the stream as well as the number of macroinvertebrates that exist for the overall quality, not only of the stream, but also we can project upstream and downstream to the Chesapeake Bay.
You get to like collaborate with your teams and like work together in order to find different fish.
Grab that end, grab that end. Oh my God!
We just have these nets and we're trying to find different fish in the water and study them to find out what kind they are.
Hit your hands before you pick up the fish.
There's a salamander!
I don't see him. Oh, there he is.
He's so squirmy, he's like a crocodile.
Oh, we found a salamander. I'm guessing we were just searching around and they just found it.
I'm flipping rocks and then I'm putting the net quickly under to see if I can catch some mayflies.
Here, can someone take the net? I gotta go get the radio.
We're flipping up rocks and we're finding macroinvertebrates. We found mayflies, stoneflies, case-split and caddisflies, water pennies. It's kind of gross knowing that there's that many critters under here, but that just means the stream's healthy.
Should I put this back? Let's look at what this is. Good job, guys. That's the best find.
Everybody go back to their laundry. Get ready. And what I want you to
We are like catching fishes and other things like that, and we are finding out what they are if we don't know what they are, and we're also in the stream, and that's where we're looking for everything.
Penny, how do you know it's a water penny?
Oh my God.
Where did you find that info out at?
No, we don't do this at school. This is better because we get to be outdoors in nature, enjoying life to the fullest, and we get to have cooperation and teamwork.
This one was very successful, but what can you do next time to make it more successful? If this was not successful, what are some problems that develop that we can change to make it more successful next time?
Think about that as you're going back. So when you get your big net, you know how to do this.
Found some fish and crayfish.
Did you expect to find this much stuff underwater here?
It doesn't look like it when you're just like on the bank, but it is like very shockingly easy to find stuff.
We have our nets, we have to lift up the rock and then use our feet to kick the water, and then you have to sweep in. That's how you grab stuff. Grab organisms that live in water hiding under the rock.
We were sifting through the rocks that we found in the bucket, and then we had to bring them over here and wash them off, and then identify them by using keys over there. We found a lot of different rocks, and there were a lot of different kinds.
We found like things like obsidian, like topaz, like tiger's eye, like amazonite, like stuff like that.
We have to like take chocolate chip cookies and try to like get all the chocolate chips out, and then each chocolate chip is worth $2, and you have to like try to get a profit of, you have to like spend money on your tools stuff. We use like tools and we get to pay for the tools, and you have to like, I did pretty good. I had $27 profit.
I did really bad. I made $12. I made 30, and then my profit was 12.
I made 20 and I spent 17 on tools and the cookie.
We're mining chocolate chip cookies to get profit, to buy more like equipment, to try and find more chips. I did good. I got a profit of $28.
I spent $5 on the cookie, $10 on the tweezers, $2 on
What causes day and night? I know all of you have learned this before, just kind of think back. Yes, ma'am? We have the Earth spinning on its axis, right? Causing day and night. Because the sun is here, and if we're spinning this way, when this side is near the sun, we have day, goes around to this side, night, day, night, day, night. Okay, but in addition to spinning, it's doing what? Orbiting the sun. Orbiting the sun. Actually, the sun stays here. Planets revolve around the sun. So any celestial body, what would that be? Give me an example of a celestial body. A star. Yeah, what else? Yes, who are you? The moon is in the middle, right? Yes, the moon is covering that part of the Okay. All right.
Very careful. Do not rush anyone.
In the Star Lab, it's an inflatable planetarium where we discuss the causes of day and night, the causes of the seasons, and then we talk about constellations. Inside the Star Lab, we can see many different constellations, and then we can see the Greek mythology behind them, and kids find it very interesting to hear all the legends that go with that.
Once we got everybody into it, which tonight this is going to take a long, long time.
I have staff members that range from 1 day camp to all 5 days, and no matter if they are here one day or all 5, certainly getting ready for camp and being out here in the time that they're away from their families and the effort they put into the classes is just amazing. Our counselors are here for 5 days, which is like 2 weeks of school for them. They sacrifice their time in classes, activities, sports, music, and they give a lot to the program, and they do it because they've had an awesome experience and want to be able to give that back to our current 7th grade students.
I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. I'm alive, alert, awake. I'm awake, alert, alive. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic.
I said like boom, boom, boom.
I said like boom, boom, boom.
I said like boom, chicka, rocka, chicka, gag me with a spoon.
I said like boom, chicka, rocka, chicka, gag me with a spoon.
Fruit salad.
Yummy, yummy.
Fruit salad.
Yummy, yummy.
Fruit salad.
Yummy, yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy fruit salad.
Taco Bell, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, Taco Bell. Guacamole, cinnamon twist. Guacamole, cinnamon twist.
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
God bless my underwear, my only
I'm bringing out my baby bumblebee. Won't my mommy be so proud of me? I'm bringing out my baby bumblebee. Bye bye, baby bumblebee.
When we started coming up, it kind of was easy, but then when you got up here, it was really steep and hard. And then when you made it up here to all the rocks, it really, really was hard, but it was worth it because of the view out there.
It was really scary, but it was really fun. And once we get up here, it's a really good view.
It's absolutely magnificent. Like, it's very hard for some people, I would imagine, but like, it's so worth it, and it's absolutely beautiful.
It was really scary because the rocks are like wobbly and there's too many spiders.
We're coloring like a drawstring bag to show what animals are in nature at Cancer. We saw beetles, leaves, crayfish, centipedes, and grasshoppers.
And saw a snake. Yeah, everyone's scared him off at the rock pile.
You
See,
scared.
especially you.
I
You
didn't
scared.
even see it.
You scared him off, and then we couldn't see Raphael.
No, the snail.
Raphael is the snake. And then there's Chippy. Yeah, up on the rock pile.
What kind of snake was it? Do you know?
A big rat, a black rat snake.
We're drawing like what we saw and stuff.
And how we what we did at Camp Trail so far.
and what catches the memory.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I got put a daisy on mine. It's my cabin.
Yeah, darling daisies. We're darling daisies.
Daisies are the best.
We just find different plants and insects and try to identify them.
We knew what it was because it had like prickling needles, and there's not many scale-like trees that have that kind of like formation. So we just looked at like how the needles were formed and like how long they were.
Found the gypsum moth. It's an invasive insect.
Yeah, it is invasive.
Wildflowers.
So what this is, that looks like, it does look like there's a disease on the leaves. It's not a disease. Those little red things growing up on the leaves is wasp larva. There's an ova wasp who lays her eggs in between the layers of the leaves. But only those kind of leaves. You see, the little ones don't have any of the larvae on them. And because these leaves that she lays the eggs in are the kinds of leaves that the babies need to eat when they hatch.
This class is great because we get to know like what kind of flowers we see and like what kind of different trees we can see all around.
So we're learning about watersheds and how like water can like travel and stuff like that. Pollution has a really high effect, and when things do get polluted, they have a greater chance of dying. If it's a closed area and it's a closed land, then the water's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to go in the puddle, and the pollutants are going to go into the river, which can kill the organisms.
Trees are the sponges, and then we have the mountains that are from water bottles and tinfoil. And we're learning about what happens, like where the pollution come from in one specific spot.
We're learning like what like pollutants and stuff do.
Yeah, there would have been a cliff like this. Yeah, there would have been a huge.
There's a puddle.
This sponge didn't even get wet.
The water carries the pollution like far into rivers and stuff.
We're gonna do tests and stuff on them to see like pollution and stuff is in them. Pretty sure that's what we're doing.
Adventure course requires a lot of teamwork, a lot of good communication, leadership, and trust to be able to work through those obstacles. And so kids need to have those in place in order to be successul.
5 benches on this side. So Dylan comes this way. We've got 3 to 4 over here.
Not that many.
I know.
Yeah, but Dylan comes our way. Yeah, we've been having
It's all revolved around teamwork, and it's actually really fun.
We have to work together to make both sides balance, and the board can't touch the ground.
to get in momentum.
So far you're doing it pretty well.
Yeah.
This class is about making it across to the other side without dying, apparently. We had a few mistakes, which is pretty good, but we just restart, and then when we're done to this, we go into another one.
This class is about teamwork and helping each other get through like really hard like obstacles.
It's an adventure, and I think it's really like going out of your comfort zone.
like doing stuff that you not normally do.
You look at your compass. The compass base is a rectangle. At the front of that rectangle is an arrow that says the bearing, arrow, or direction of travel. We're all just gonna walk around.
You want Logan?
You won't be able to see.
Keep walking. Keep going. Keep going.
All right. So now keep it on. Yeah.
We're trying to figure out how to find our way through with the compass, and we're trying to find all the flags through A through J.
Right now it's telling her to go east, but I can't find her.
Go to the right.
You have to follow the compass and the needle keeps moving, and you have to like direct your friends to go different ways and not run into anything.
She's putting me through the woods, and there's poison ivy everywhere.
But you're finding the markers?
Yes, we found 3 so far.
How are you doing it?
By using compass and the degree marks on the map that our counselor has.
Building the shelters was really fun, and the ropes and the tarp really helped for the shelter, and there's a lot of different ways I could have built the shelter.
It was cool to climb the trees and to put all the tarps and everything and hang them up there, and now we're collecting sticks and rocks for a fire, and we gotta make sure everything's dry. We have to start it ourselves.
It was hard because even though the flint was catching and it was making a spark, it wasn't lighting onto the cotton ball. So it wasn't catching the fire.
Once we pressed down harder with the
Guys, we're smothering it.
stop moving it, got a bigger spark and it caught easier.
We are in survival, so we're building a fire to provide heat as a source to ward off bugs as well.
You caught fish?
No, it's just seaweed.
Oh, you caught seaweed?
Yeah.
You didn't catch a fish?
No fish.
Oh.
I caught one fish. Just some
Like-
seaweed. What?
What was it like catching one?
Well, I didn't know it was a fish at first because it was in seaweed, but then it came out and then I realized it was a fish.
It's really hard because you don't know if you're going to catch anything or not, and it's kind of like a waiting game to see if you're going to catch anything or not.
And you've been waiting?
Yes, I've been catching weeds the whole time.
I hope I get one. I mean, we have like 3 minutes left, so maybe I can get a quick one. My rod broke. I had one on the line, but I pulled it a little too hard and it got caught in the grass, so.
I'm still attracted to
Have you gotten the fish yet?
No, I haven't.
What do you have there?
I got some seaweed. I'm not very good at fishing. This is my first time. Caught a lot of seaweed.
That's a start.
Not a very good start.
Have you caught anything?
Nope.
Nothing at all?
Just some seaweed.
You gonna give up or you keep on going?
I'm gonna keep on going. I really want to get a bass.
Second place, Katie Lentz.
Cooperation is a key aspect of the activities this week. They are cooperating in their cabins where they're living with one another, working together at meals. Obviously, the classes, they have to work together to accomplish and work through obstacles to gain success.
You're trying things new, and it's entertaining because you're going non-stop. In a good way, though, because you're having something fun to do that you're not necessarily doing in the classroom.
It's kind of really fun to learn about other kids because
you only stick with one friend you have, so you can see how other people are feeling and stuff like that, and they will get new friends too.
I've met a bunch of different people that I hadn't known before and become good friends with them.
They grow and learn about their capabilities this week, and the program just allows for those things to naturally happen throughout the week.
Cabin B, repeat. Yeah! Cabin E. Cabin winner for the girls is
Our program, this is our 38th year of the Palmyra Middle School Outdoor Education Program. So it's amazing hearing parents talk about how they've been through their program and now their children are going through their program and having some of the same or similar experiences that they had. And I think it's just a neat opportunity to be a part of that tradition and experience of the community for all of these years.
If you're in a cabin with somebody that you don't know, you'll learn to get along with them.
Outdoor Ed is really fun. Like, first of all, when the teacher said we were going to camp and like we started packing and stuff, I was like so nervous, but at the end, like, you're having so much fun. You never saw like the teachers get out of their comfort zone and like dance and do like crazy stuff, and square dancing was also amazing fun.
Packing up the dreams God planted in the fertile soil of you. I can't believe the hopes He's granted. Mean the chapter in your life is through, but we'll keep you close as always. You won't even see you've gone, 'cause our hearts in big and small ways
Well, I've been a part of the program for the 18 years that I've been at the middle school, and I can't imagine not having this program. It's something that I believe in wholeheartedly, or I wouldn't put the time and effort into directing and getting ready for it every year. It's my absolute 2 favorite weeks of the year. I just see so much growth, not only educationally, but personally, socially for the kids, and what they come away with from the experience.
To live as friends.